Welcome back to the Purple Rain podcast, and oh my, I think Saturday started a trend. I think Saturday started a little trend. So, not long after the NHL released their schedules back in mid-July, my Saturday Sharks revealed the full details for our theme nights that we've got coming up over the season. One of those on October the 10th, which is now locked in my diary. October the 10th, we're going to be having a Sharks PWHL Saturday night. So that's going to be very interesting. Of course, I've already done an episode on that, speculating what I think it could be, what I would like to see happen, and so forth. So you can go and check that episode out if you want to. What we're going to do today is talk about the other big moment that has happened regarding the NHL and the PHL, and that is the Golden Knights and their theme nights. In case you haven't noticed, and get ready for the violins to be played, because this is going to make me feel very old. In case you haven't noticed, the Vegas Golden Knights are now 10 years old. It was, and I remember it very, very vividly when the Golden Knights franchise was announced. It was announced literally not long after the heartbreak for me of losing the Stanley Cup Finals to Sidney Crosby, and then obviously it was towards not long after the start of the 2016-17 season. We got the name and brand reveal, and the excitement was all in the air. But of course, when we got to 2017-18, that excitement all fizzled away, and everyone was like, kill them! Kill them! Kill them! I wish they'd never been born! Well, sadly, we only have ourselves to blame for that. Yeah, we have ourselves to blame, because all the GMs... Go on, while I'm loading up the article, you say. All the GMs in that 2017 expansion draft literally just basically sold their souls to the devil. Yep, they just literally made deals left, right, and centre to try and make sure that Vegas would not take certain players. And it just blew up in all of our faces. Because from the word go, they literally just steamrolled the league. And I hated their Stanley Cup intro. Oh, that I know. Because they basically used all of our insults against us. Yeah. When it got to playoff time, the Golden Knights played heavily on that misfit tag, in how everyone didn't really see much of them, didn't really give them that much of a chance, and they literally just used that against us. And it was very hard to watch those players, particularly with their intro, because they just basically kept rubbing it in that you all thought we were going to be crap. And look, here we are now, 4 wins away from a Stanley Cup. Yeah. So it's just, and as you guys know, I hate them. I hate them. It's personal. I hate them. I really wish they never been born. I know we said we want to do a lot of travel with this league, but I think Vegas is the only market I could not see myself in. Or if it was what if it was like Denver? So in and out. Maybe. So say we were doing the Pacific Coast, we just literally get in, out. Maybe. We would have to immediately get to our next stop literally the next day. Maybe. But I would not want to stay in there for too long. I just wouldn't. I just would not. Yeah, so next season, they are going to be celebrating their 10-year anniversary. They've got their logo out, which is, I actually don't have a problem with it. I don't have a problem with it, but I think maybe it's a bit too much. I think they maybe put too much into it. But it's their first anniversary logo. They didn't do one when they were 5, so. But anyway, but yeah, so it's their first anniversary logo. But I think it's all right, but maybe a bit too loud. But anyway, so they've got various B nights coming up across the season, and they've also got a couple of collaboration nights. They're going to be having a Formula 1 night on November the 17th, where they'll be hosting Dallas. They're also going to have a college football night on the 22nd of January. That's where they'll be hosting Goof and the Bruins. But the one we're interested in is December the 5th, which is when they'll be hosting a PWHL Las Vegas night when they host Winnipeg. Oh, ho, 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 ho! So, first of all, another example of the Golden Knights copying the Sharks. But good on them for wanting to support the team. You know, because while we kind of feel the AHL should basically just stay the fuck away from the PHL, let us get on with what we're doing. We don't really need you guys apart from your venues. But we're working fine on our own. We wouldn't mind collaborating with you guys, but we don't really need it because look how far we've come in the last 3 years. But it's good to see that some extra teams are literally supporting their PHL teams well. I think so far Zaze's the best of the 4, but that obviously is a biased opinion because I'm a lifelong Sharks fan. But that's how I feel. But yeah. So obviously we've got no clue what have you got a game that night for your team. I'll look it up. So it's December the 5th. Okay. So we'll be keeping a very close eye on that one, and like with what's going to happen in Zaze, we will report on whatever is going on that particular night. I imagine, wouldn't that be when the season gets going? So the expectation is not long after World Championship we go straight to training camp. So I expect maybe we kick off season 4 Thanksgiving weekend. Maybe, just maybe. Yeah. Could be. Some of the 5th. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Both my actual teams are playing on that night. Nordy's hosting Gritty and Hatter, and Sharky is in Pittsburgh. So I've got both my actual teams in play that night. So we might not be able to follow it as intense as we would be able to do for the one happening in October. I'm not sure what the start time is. So hold on. So look it up now. Interesting how they're not doing an A's collaboration night. Just saying. Just saying. Just saying. Right, okay, so let's have a look. Alright, it's quite tricky to navigate these on my phone. I'll give it a good go. Oh, no, it's not to do. Right, oh, here we go. What is that? It's a 4 p.m. start time. So 4 p.m. It's quite early, isn't it? I'll just do the time conversion. Oh, maybe we can watch it. Oh, 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 oh! They're about 8 o'clock our time. Oh no, 12 a.m. our time. Oh, yeah. Well, when's Sharking order? You got me up again now. Your time conversion then was shit, by the way. I know, was shit then, by the way. You've been supporting Pacific Talkie for how long? Yeah, right, Sharks at Penguins is 8 p.m. our time. And Wild Beef Flyers is 1 a.m. our time. So, maybe we could do it like as a last minute decision. And think about it like that. Yeah, we'll think about it. But yeah. So, the timing is very interesting because by that point we should at the very least be 2 weeks into the regular season. If I just bring up the calendar for November, okay. So we know the World Championships are the 6th to the 16th of November. We are expecting, well, it's not confirmed, we are expecting training camp to happen immediately after the World Championships, like we saw with the Rivalry Series last year. Yeah, because Rivalry Series happened beginning of November, and then immediately players who were on Rivalry Series rosters had to go straight to training camp. So we're expecting that with the World Championships this year. Yeah. So that would mean now depending on how long you make training camp, you're probably looking at Thanksgiving weekend, so possibly possibly the 27th or the 28th of November as your starting point for the season 4. I'd say go 28th because do you really want to start your season on Black Friday? I know sports teams do play on Black Friday, but do you really want to go that's your starting point? No. No, season 2 did start Thanksgiving weekend, but they did it on the Saturday. So yeah, right. So we're looking at So we're looking at the 28th as the potential start point for season 4. Yeah. Okay, well by that point, that would then give you a full 2 weeks into the regular season. Interesting, very interesting, very interesting. That timing feels a bit odd because by that point we would expect the season to then be properly underway. Unless it's home opener. Unless they have the home opener then. Ooh, yeah, because they could. They technically could. Yeah. I mean, if we start with what we just said, so if you start with 28, that means a lot of teams will have their home openers in the first week of December. So, maybe it'd be home opener. Maybe Beggs' home opener will be either the 6th or the 7th, and the Garnites have penciled that in, thinking, right, let's build up in anticipation of this brand new team having their home opener in our backyard. Yeah. Remember, PWHL Las Vegas will also be tenants of T-Mobile Arena alongside the Garnites. So maybe, that wouldn't be bad. That would not be a bad shot if that's the case. If Bakes' home opener is right, is say 6th or 7th of December, that would be a good like build up towards it. But very interesting. So we'll be keeping a close eye on that. But by that point, we should be well and truly underway with the season. We'll have jerseys out for them. We might have branding. We never know. It's all touch and go with that right now. We're still in the dark about that. Recording this on the last day of July in 2026. Although if Seattle Vancouver managed to do it last year, then I don't see why you guys can't do it this year. All four of you. They kind of set the precedent for expansion. Yep. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. But no. So it's fascinating. But did she really have to basically go and copy Sarze? did she really have to go and copy? Did you? I bet what they thought is they probably saw Sarze and thought, oh, we're not having that. They can do that. We can do it too, and we can be more flashy because we can get out the showgirls. Literally get out the showgirls. And the blackjacks, and the blackjacks, yep, and the blackjacks, and all the dirty blood money that's in that flows in that city. Yeah, it's interesting. I'll give you that. I mean, I'm trying to be upbeat about it because it's my arch nemesis. So what do you expect? What do you expect? So yeah, they're my arch nemesis for a reason, guys. So just. Yeah, it's just really hard. It's just really hard just to deal with that. But yeah, but honestly, at least they're showing interest in the fact that there is a women's hockey team, coming to Sin City in the not too near distant future. Yeah. But honestly, I do think of the 4 expansion teams right now, Sarze is the one that's putting the most effort in to the awareness of the fact that the PHL is coming to their city in just a few short months' time now. Yeah, less than 3 months now. Yep. Not that long to go. But yeah. Do you know what? I think what I might do, because I'm going to do it with Sarze because it's my team. The Sharks are my team. I think what I will do, because I will kind of want to report it on the podcast, and also I can't do that if I haven't watched the game. So I think what I will do is I will watch this game between the Knights and the Jets in December, and then whatever they do for the PHL, we can then report back on that. Because the idea is whatever the Sharks do in October, I'm going to report back on that on the podcast. So obviously, tit for tat, let's see if we can do it with Vegas as well in December. Even though by that point it's going to be very, very busy because a lot of people will be getting festive. You know how I feel about that. But each their own. Each their own. Each their own. But yeah, so it'll be interesting to see what they do. Oh, am I going to find it unbearable? I think we know the answer to that. Yeah. It's Vegas. Of course I'm going to find it insufferable. But, hey-oh, them's the breaks. Them's the breaks, I'm afraid. But I just... We'll see what happens. We will see what happens. Yeah. So it's the 5th of December, 4 p.m. Pacific, midnight our time. I'm hosting the Winnipeg Jets. It's interesting how with both PHL Knights and the NHL so far have been scheduled when the home team's going to go head-to-head with a team that's had a takeover in their market. Because we and Sarze are going to be hosting Colin McDavid and the Oilers, and Chance is going to be hosting Winnipeg. And both those takeover markets did really, really well. Both those markets really should put themselves in the front runners for expansion in the future. But obviously there's various factors to prevent that. And you know what those factors are. Okay? Seriously, Everton, get off your high horse. Get off your high horse. You're not owning the team. Get off your high... That's not the deal. Get off your high horse. That's not what's on offer right now. Okay? And, unfortunately, if we want to go Alberta, you're our only option. Because Calgary's not... There's no room in the inn. Oh! Or I think she's cocooned! She's cocooned in shame! Why would I have to do a Calgary? Oh, right. As we know, next is their last year in Stardome. But in 27-28, all the teams coming in Stardome, including the Wranglers, all those teams move into the new bomb. So basically, with Calgary, we're back to square one. Because the old bomb pile is going to get demolished. So basically, Calgary, while they're getting a new arena, which should really be the catalyst to put the PWHL in Calgary, unfortunately, we are right back at square one. And you know what? I think even if you do what I suggest, which is you kick the Wranglers out, I still think it would be problematic because it would be the exact same teaming troubles in trying to do a schedule, even if you didn't kick them out. So yeah, yeah. Just build another arena, Calgary. Yeah. Just build another arena. God's sake. Or hang on. How big's their practice facility? I don't know. Could that be an option? I don't know. Honestly, and I know I'm on camera, I'd rather have Calgary at Edmonton right now. I know. I know you two understand the Calgary hockey history more than Edmonton. So yeah, I would have both of them. We can have our own PWHL version of the Battle of Birds, which might be more exciting than the HL's one. But I think I'd pick Calgary and Edmonton right now because they've got that more hockey history. Edmonton just literally want to have the full pie. So no. But yeah, so that's interesting how both these are going to be against teams that have had Taylor Tour games and they're marketed very well. Very well. Are you still backing Winnipeg as a contender for expansion? Yep. Because as people have been saying, we need more teams in Minnesota's time zone, and Winnipeg did really, really well. So I just think that. So I still think Winnipeg would be a good candidate for me. I'm just saying in terms of Canada. Okay. So we will be following that closely. We will be keeping a very close eye on what happens for that game on December the 5th in Winnipeg. Or by that point, strictly, wouldn't it be over? That probably will be the safe answer, strictly. Or quarterfinal. No, semi-final. Semi-final. Most likely, but yeah, so that'd be all interesting. So that's where you never get close. Yeah. Just a little joke there. Just a little joke. Yeah. So we'll keep a very close eye on this game. I probably will end up watching it out of curiosity to see what Vegas will do, and then what they do. If there's anything worth talking about, we'll come back on the podcast and we'll do it as a first episode. Yeah. So just basically watch this space. Oh God, you've got to be nice to Chance. I can't do it. Can't do it. I can't do it. I can't. You know I can't do it. I can't. I cannot. I can't be nice to that game monster at all. I can't. I just can't. I cannot. Yeah. So they followed the trend. Vegas. They have followed the trend. We'll see where it takes them in December. Okay, so yeah, so put in your diaries now. December the 5th. December the 5th, 4 p.m. Pacific, midnight here in the UK. It's the Golden Knights PWHL Las Vegas night. We'll see what they get up to there. But that's gonna do it for today. Thank you for joining us. Next time, take care.